Hi guys, so today I will teach you how to watercolor in detail. So I will give you a detailed instructions, what supplies you need, um, the techniques you might be able to use, and what else? Yeah, the paints. So let's get into it. So first of all, for watercolor, you need water. And the thing with watercolor is it's not like acrylic paints or any other kind of paints. You're not just putting on a lot of paint on the paper, you're actually staining the paper with the paint. So you're using more water and less paint. So we have our jars of water or glass of water. We need two because so we'll dip the dirty paintbrush in one, and then we'll wipe it with a cloth, and then we'll put it again in the other jar because we want it super clean for our next paint color. Then we will need a watercolor paper. So a watercolor paper is much thicker than a regular paper. You can use different kinds of watercolor. I'll tell you which watercolor paper I use. Just give me a second. So the watercolor paper I'm using today is by Artist Loft. It's a brand by Michael's Art Store, and it's pretty cheap, and it's 300 GSM, which means it's pretty thick. And for our painting today, we'll be making, so I'm thinking we'll make a galaxy or a sunset. So for that it's good because we will use a lot of layering and a lot of water. Another thing we will use is obviously a piece of cloth for wiping our paintbrush with. Then we need watercolors. So the watercolors I'm using today are by Revis. I don't really love them, but I don't hate them either. So the thing is, I got them, and now that I have them, I'm using it. And I think about getting other water paints, but I'm like, oh, I already have this. Why do I need another one? So they're nice, but they're not really super pigmented. So I have to use it a lot. Like some watercolors are super pigmented, so you don't need to use a lot of paint. You can stain it with water pretty easily. But with these, I have to use them a bit more than other. Then what I did was put these watercolors into different, like I got this case in which I've kept these, you know what, I forgot what they're called, but like these little cases in which you can put in watercolors, and I just put in these so you can see they're a bit wet. These I put in a few months ago, so they're like dry, and when I put water on it, it will become, it will become loose again, so don't worry. And I mix it and stuff like that, and I don't wipe the palette away because watercolor can be used again. So when I put water in these colors, even though it's dry, it will again be activated, so I can use these paints again. So you don't really need to clean your palette all the time. In fact, it gives rise to new colors that you don't even think about. Then what else do we need? Oh, we need paintbrushes, obviously. So I have this paintbrush set. I probably will not be using a lot of paintbrushes. I'll be using this. I use this a lot, and a couple of more thicker ones to make the background. Honestly, I don't even use a palette knife. I'm not much into that. Let's see. And obviously you can't paint on, like, this is my tablecloth, so I can't paint on this. The water will get right through it. I mean, I'm hoping it doesn't, but if it does, it might stain my really nice tablecloth. So we need a harder surface. You could take a book, a hardboard, not a paper, what am I saying, like a hard surface. So I have this corkboard. I'm using this for the first time. Let's see how it goes. So another thing that you'll need is washi tape. So the thing with washi tape is you could use any washi tape. In fact, there's this tape called the painter's tape. Oh, I think I have that. Yeah, I'm gonna use that because I really like washi tapes and I use it in my other craft projects. So I use like the ones that I don't like on my paint projects. But you know what? I'm gonna get that painter's tape and put that because I don't want to waste these. So just hold on a second. Okay, so I got this. This is the painter's tape. So it's pretty plain, so I wouldn't mind using it a lot. So I'll use this. So what we do is we put the washi tape evenly around all four borders. Make sure that it's the right space, like same space between all of them in all corners. And the reason we do that is so we have a nice clean border, but that's not the only reason. The biggest reason is that when you put water, like a lot of water on your paper, it kind of warps, it curls from the edges, and we don't want that. So, I mean, it makes it difficult to paint. Some people like to put clips and stuff, but painter's tape gives it a nice clean finish, a nice border. And if you want to make like a Polaroid style painting, what you can do is you could just put the painter's tape like right here, so it gives you that kind of like a Polaroid picture effect, and then you could just like write a code here or something like that. We could do that too, but today I'm teaching you on how to make like a whole painting. We'll do that some other day. So right now I'll just do this and let's get started. Okay guys, so what should we paint today? So I was like in the mood for a galaxy, but now that I'm thinking this is a very beginner watercolor video, I should maybe paint a sunset, because that it has like easier strokes, and that would teach you how to do layering and stuff. So let's just do a sunset video this time, and then next time I'll do a galaxy video. So let's get started. So I take some water, put it in a paint. Which color should we use? I'm gonna go with the galaxy. I'm really So if you want a darker galaxy, you could put the water in the paint and put it directly on the paper. So it gives you a darker color. Like I said, these aren't super pigmented. So yeah, this will give you a darker color. But if you want like a lighter color, you could put first water on the paper. So I do it like, for example, here, I do it like this. Then I put some water in the paint, and then I put it on the paper. So see, it's a nice effect. So it's a little lighter, use a lot more water, but you get what I'm saying. So everybody has different preferences. Someone likes lighter painting, someone likes darker paintings. I'm gonna go with both. I'm gonna start with a darker, like a dark sky at the top, and then a lighter sky at the bottom. And we can mix and match different colors. We could mix more colors into it. So I'll just wet the whole paper, and then I'll mix in different colors to show you how the effect is. So let's get blue. So I put blue. Ooh, making purple. Or I'm not really following my whole use 2 jars logic thing. I'm just lazy, but you should really use 2 jars, because see, I'm putting it in an already stained water, then I clean it. Oopsie, clean it nicely, But see, there's still some paint left in the paintbrush. So I put it again in another jar of clean water. And now it will be properly cleaned. Give it a few times. And now I can use another color. So I'm gonna go with purple. Ooh, it's a lot of paint. You know, this purple isn't that great. It's not that pigmented, you know, the way I like it. But will do. I really need to buy new paints. I'll use blue this time. You know what? I'm gonna make it like purple at the top and then pink at the bottom. Okay, so I don't really like this line kind of effect, so I'm gonna make this kind of effect. And for this, I'll just take the paint directly. I'm using a lot of paint for this. I'm not staining the paper like I told you I would be, or like you normally do in water paint. Anyway, so I'm taking the paint, I'm just tapping it lightly to give it like sort of like a cloudy-ish effect. And just more paint. Ooh, it's a lot of water. See, it's kind of curl. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it's kind of curling now, the paper. And this is why using painter's tape or washi tape is really important. And this water is just like pooling this side, so I'm gonna, I'm gonna get a napkin. You know what? Yeah, like I said, I got a napkin, like a piece of napkin. It's not the full napkin. I'm trying to save paper, you know, don't kill trees. So I just dab it a little bit so the excess water can be picked up with this. And let's do it again. Let's do it with pink this time. You know, the sky looks really empty. I should have made a moon or something like that. I'll try to do that in the end. So here I'm trying to blend these both colors because then it looks weird. So blend, 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 like you blend in makeup. I'm not that good at makeup, but trying to be good at painting. Oops, lots of water. Look, I know this video is a little longer than my normal videos, but I want to make it as detailed as possible because one of my friends requested that I make detailed videos. I personally don't like detailed videos. I just fast forward all the videos that I see, but some people like more detailed ones, so it's for them. If you don't like detailed videos, you can watch it at 2x speed like I do. Okay, a little bit here. And I feel like the videos that they show online, like a lot of them are on time-lapse. So you set these unrealistic expectations of making a painting really quickly and be good at it, when the truth is that if you do it really quickly, you won't get the same results. Wow, this whole water is purple. It looks like I need a really nice drink. Anyway, now I'm going to make sure that this part is a bit lighter. Maybe I could make some pine trees here, a moon, something like that. Maybe I should. Let's make the top a little bit more darker. And here's the thing about painting. Sometimes you think about painting something and then as you're painting along, some new ideas come, and then you switch your painting to something else, not what you really imagined, but you know, it's a process, and I'm sure the end result is always amazing. So just go with the flow. Done. I think the sky is done now. Let me just wipe the brush real good. Oh my god, is this even recording? Oh yes, it's recording. Sorry guys. Okay, I think the brush is pretty clean now. I don't know. You can also check my other video about how to clean brushes. Oops, oh my god, I hope I didn't break. No, it's not broken. Anyway, so you can check that video out. You should really wash your brushes frequently. Anyway, so this is done now. The sky's done. We will dry it up. You could wait and let it dry naturally, or you know, you could just use a hairdryer like I do, but be careful with a hairdryer because its water might flow in places you don't want it to flow. So let's see. I'll try a hairdryer now. Okay guys, so I got a hairdryer. I'm just gonna use it. I'm gonna use it on the low setting because I don't want the water to just go everywhere, and I'll dry it from the top so it doesn't go in another direction, you know. Oh, God, no. Okay, so the painting's a little dry now, and you know what, I'm going to try to make a moon. Let's see how it goes. So maybe here I could make a moon, and then I could paint a little bit of a ground and some pine trees. I don't have black in this. I think it's dark brown or something like. I'm not good with colors. Let me see. So I think it is this color, burnt umber. So I'm gonna use this because the black in this paint set is not that really good. It's not that pigmented, so it looks gray. So I'm gonna try to use that. So for the moon, I'm trying to make the space for the moon. So maybe a bigger moon. I think I should draw a circle. Let me put a sponge in it. This is the first time I'm trying this trick. Let me see if it works. Guess we'll discover this together. I think I can see the... Oh, I think it's going to be difficult to paint the moon because I already dried the paint. Still a little wet. Let me try a bigger brush. I'll try this one. It's bigger, it's rounder. Pressure. I'm gonna get more napkin. I really hope the paper holds because I'm using a lot of water. And you know what? I think it's gonna create a really nice glowy effect for the moon because there's still a little paint left. And yeah, let's see. Blowing it. I don't think I can do anything more. It's gonna break the paper then, so I'll just go with this much. I have a really nice white acrylic marker. I think I'll use that for the moon. So, I think I should Yeah, I'll paint the moon now. Okay, so I have two white pens. So this one is the Sakura White Jelly Roll. It's really good. And I got this one from Miniso. For those who don't know, Miniso is a Japanese store. It's not in America, but it's in like Asian countries. So it's kind of like Daiso. So yeah, so this is an acrylic paint marker. And the thing with watercolor is that white watercolor doesn't really work on making moons and stars for the galaxy. So it's much better if you just use an acrylic marker or acrylic paint to make moon and stars for galaxies. So I'm going to use this, and I don't have anything for the moon. Let me get a bigger circle so I make an even moon, not like my other paintings where the moon is all, like weird. Okay, so I got the perfect circle. It's actually my Tylenol bottle cap. But see, it's gonna make a nice round, and we can still see some edges from the paint that we rubbed off. So, whoops, okay, so this is a really nice circle gadget where I'll just clean it and then put it back on my Tylenol bottle. Anyway, so we'll make a circle with this and let's see how it goes. Okay, I'm gonna make a circle. And the thing with watercolor is that you cannot erase the pencil marks. So you have to be careful to use it really lightly. I don't think we'll see it that much. Let's see. Done this, now I'll use this acrylic. You know what, I'll first outline it with the jelly roll because that one's thicker. I'll just use this. I can't see properly. Let me see. Okay, this pen is not working good on wet paper. I think I should dry it a little bit and then paint it. So let me just outline it real quick, and then I'll use my hairdryer again. I'll use my hairdryer now. Okay, I've dried it now, and you know what? I think this looks a little lighter. I don't know. I want it to be a more darker shade. So I'm going to put more paint on it. I hope it doesn't, trickle down to the moon. So I'm using less water. And I hope we maintain that cloudy effect. I hope putting more paint on it doesn't ruin that. I'm using too much paint. It looks like an acrylic painting. Okay, now I'm going to use purple. See, I want the glowy effect. I'll put more water here. Let me just put this and then I'll put more water. Because we want that glowy effect, and for that glowing effect, we need it to be lighter than the background. Okay. See, now I really need to use the clean water because this water, it's all purple. Sometimes the water turns so black, I mix it with my tea, and I mean, I haven't accidentally drunk it or anything because I was super careful, but it looks like my tea then. So yeah, you have to be careful about that. Don't want you to be poisoned. Does anybody get poisoned by paint water? I don't know. Okay, so we need to blend this. I think I need more purple here. So just put more purple here. Oh. Oh, look at that. This water is also turning purple. Oh, shoot. It's okay. I'll put some water on it. Okay. Now, I'll use a napkin because I didn't want paint here at all. I really hope you guys can hear all my commentary because sometimes I talk really loud and sometimes I'm like whispering to myself. So, I don't know. We'll see at the end. Look, I don't want that much water here. I mean, I don't want that much paint here. Let's wipe it up. I think it looks pretty okay. Right? I mean, some parts it's not glowing that much. I'll put some more here. This video is going to be long. Okay, it's done now. Should I really paint trees down there? Because I think we don't need to, you know. I think we're good. It could just be a galaxy with the moon in the middle. Or I could paint here. I'll paint. Whatever, I'll paint. Let's see. Some more drying. Okay, it's dried now. I got paint on myself. It's fine. Anyway, it's dry now and I'm going to use this marker to fill in the middle. Let's see. Ooh, it's a lot. Okay. It's kind of flowing outside because of the water, because it's still wet, but I'm hoping it will create a nice effect. By the way, the moon's not like a perfect, not a square, circle. It's not a perfect circle, right? I mean, the Earth's spherical, and the moon has like grooves and stuff in it, so I think it will be okay if it's not like a perfect circle. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but because I rubbed the paper with water so much, it's got like a texture now. Sometimes watercolor paper has texture to it. one side has rough texture, one side has a smoother texture. So some people like to paint on the rough side and some on the smooth side. I honestly didn't even know about this until my sister pointed that out to me. I don't really care. I just paint on whatever side. And I think if I put it like this, it will create a nice effect, but I'm afraid I'll ruin my marker. Sorry it's taking so long. I don't want to put what do you call that, speed thing, because I want to show you real-time painting. Okay guys, the moon is done now. It's time to paint the trees. So first I'll paint the land, because trees don't fly into the sky. So let's paint the land. What's going on? It's not painting anything. Oh my god, this color is too light. Maybe it will create a nicer effect, you know. Or I could use black, I don't know. You can make a hill, a little hill. I think that's nice. Okay. You know what? It kind of looks like a desert, you know? A desert with a galaxy and a moon, and I'm going to keep it this way. Maybe I could put some shading here, but yeah, it could be like a desert galaxy night sky thing. I'll try using this mustard color. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see. You can probably see this color, and I'll try to put in some shades here. Let's see how it goes. Like maybe because of the reflection of the moon, so it gives like a glowy thing. And I'll blend it in a little bit. Oh no, it's not good. It's not good. I won't blend it. I think it's fine the way it is. Shit, no, it doesn't look good. Oh. Okay. Okay, I think it's okay now. No, it's alright. Let's see. So it's done now. And I mean, some people like to detail the moon, but we're not doing that. I'll just put in the stars and that will be it. So a lot of people, what they do is they get an old paintbrush and they put white acrylic paint on it, and then they just do like and the stars just go everywhere and creates a really nice effect because it's all random. Just like the universe is all random. I don't know if it's random or not. Whatever. Point is, it looks good. But I don't want to ruin my tablecloth, and I actually already ruined it because I spilled a little bit of paint here. I don't see, you can't see it. Anyway, I spilled a little bit of purple paint on my tablecloth. I don't want to do it with white paint. I could just draw it with this Sakura jelly roll. So I could just put like this. but it doesn't really create that cool effect that the paintbrush does. I'll create that effect. Maybe I can take it outside in my backyard and create that effect. So yeah, I'll just put stars this way, some this way, and these are just dots. I don't know if you can see them on camera, and some I can make bigger. I think the paint is still wet, that's why it's not. I used a hair dryer, but it's not, it's still wet a little bit. Anyway, so these are the stars, and now I can make like these little glowy stars. So some people like to do like this kind of thing, and then they go like this. Oh, it doesn't look good. What the? Ah, shoot. What did I do? Oh my god. See, that's the thing about watercolor. You can fix it. It's fixable. I think the napkin still had brown color in it, so it put brown color in it. Anyway, so you can just make stars. Okay, so my stars are done. And I made little crisscrosses too. So yeah, I think the painting is pretty much done now. This is a galaxy, starry night, and a desert. Yeah, let's just go with that. And some people like to draw like a comet, so maybe you could like draw a line like so. It's a flying comet. Oh, it's not working. I think I used it too much on the paint thing, paint paper. Some people like to draw a comet, like a line, like it's a shooting star or something. Okay, yeah, so I made 2 of these shooting star thingies, and I think it's pretty much done now. And we're going to take this tape off, but I want to make sure that it's all very dry from the borders, otherwise the paint's going to just leak there. So I'm going to use the hair dryer once again. Let's go. Oh, it's not even plugged in. Okay, so I'll take the hair dryer and I'll dry the edges. Okay, I think it's pretty dry now, and I feel like it's safe to take the tape off, so let's do it. This is my favorite part, by the way. Ooh. Okay, yeah, it's going pretty good. Yep. Oh, it's leaked a little bit here, but it's alright. I think it's going to be a little smudgier because there was a lot of paint here. It just flowed here. I don't know why. It just flowed here. But I messed it up again. Let's just leave it at that. I'll mess it up more than. Okay. I keep getting paint on my hand. I think I should close this. Yay, it's all done now. And this is how this painting looks like. I'm going to take this, throw this, and I'm going to remove this. Oh yeah, it worked. The corkboard is fine. So this is our galaxy painting. And I love lettering, so I'm thinking I will letter some like some quote, some really nice quote related to a galaxy, or some inspirational quote here, like half of it here, half of it down there. And I think it will look much better in white. But I don't know, I could try black too, and then outline it with my pen to give it like a glowy effect. But I'll see. You know, I'll make another video for that, maybe. Or you could check it out on my Instagram. WinScholarArts93. Yeah, that's my Instagram. Okay, that's it then. Bye guys. See you later.